all things. No free will, no luck, no chance, no free will, no. There's self-will, but no free will. The Father creates everything ever written, everything not written, and everything that ever will be. That means if it hasn't even been written yet, and He writes all things that He created. So, is there any such thing as man-made? So, we're not going to argue with anybody in here. The definition porneia, or idolatria, idolatry, is the word self-will, but no free will, no luck. He knows where the dice will land. You could try to wait and stack the deck, and He knows where the cards will fall and where the dice will land. Every argue with people, they think they're spinning on a ball. So can't help people who are been frontal lobotomized. So thank you, Father, for all things. No ability to have will that's free, because He paid the price, and otherwise He creates vessels of wrath fitted for destruction from the foundation of the world. So He already knew, He already chose, He already knows. That is the Greek word prognosko, to have foreknowledge of. He already had foreknowledge of who His bride would be and who His goats, well, they're goats, the greatest of all time, greatest pride, all that nonsense, the herd of goats. It's a herd. The goat, like Baphomet, the horn god, with the horns of a goat and breast of a woman, and, well, man gender, pretty much, right? Man gender, Baphomet, Bel, Jezebel. So Satan, Mithra, Apollyon, Beelzebub. You can give him many different letters and different arrangements, but it's still the same deity, little g God. Jesus Christ, the God birthed in the middle of the winter, and the Masse, the eating of the flesh of man. That's Masse. Masse, the Masse God. Jesus Christ, birthed in the middle of the winter, the manger. So the orgy they had in the middle of the winter. Remember, they had an orgy. The Romans, they love their orgy celebration. So we're not supposed to celebrate a single thing, not a single day. So, no, I'm making no firewood. No firewood. Some bundled up and layered up. So I told you it'd have to be. That's all right. It's not the end of the world. I have Arctic training. I'll figure it out. It's okay. Thanks for asking, but no firewood. But remember, He only loves His bride. He didn't choose most people to have any knowledge. Their knowledge is, well, in most cases, Masse is none. They don't have any idea that the eating of the sun god, Jesus Christ, Satan, Mithra, the body of the man, to celebrate the birth of their sun god, Mithra, the god of fire. You put a light or a fire or tree light on top of the tree. That's Bel and Grove. Grove is the worship of tree, Moloch, Satan, another name for Mithra, the god of three genders. Or God is three in one God. The all-in-one, I guess you can call him, right? The crack daddy, smack daddy, Jesus, the sun god, the sky daddy. There we go. Sky daddy, Jesus. Their God is in the sky, somewhere over their head, and Father's never been over our heads. He is supposed to be the head. Remember, He was of Old Testament times where he had a pride, pride one above another. That'd be the word sky, or crown. He said in Revelation 3:11, I come quickly like a thief in the night, let no one, like a woman who would labor in birth, it would come suddenly, right? Let no one take your crown. So crown is the what we have to have after our death to set at the feet of Shiloh so that we can receive our inheritance. And if you don't have a crown, well, see, people don't even understand. Well, remember, they're goats, greatest of all time, MAGA, ready to expect things to get a lot colder because this is a cold rock we live on. So, in fact, it's cold as hell. Man is Jezebel, remember? Traditions of men, not women of men, the traditions of men. So, you got to endure to the end. So you got to die trying. You can't sit there like a little biatch and curl up in a ball, shelter in place. You got to fight or flight. And I'm not telling you to fight. Fight with your feet and get away from, get the flock out of Dodge. Not the herd of goats, but the flock of sheep. So not a flock of seagulls, wise as a dove and wise as a dove. Well, doves are pretty smart. They get the hell out of Dodge before the winter hits. So, yes, but why would you have to ask permission to open carry? There's open carry in the state. So, open carried for many years just because it makes people uncomfortable. And I like to make people uncomfortable. I always have since I was birthed on this rock. Everybody in my own blood hated me. They didn't want me to be part of the family. They threw me to the side, and I was the black sheep of the family, But I'm okay with that. I didn't want to be like them anyways. I don't want to be Hollywood. Yeah, what part of shall not be infringed do you not understand? But, Crows, if Kevin decided to have a Black Hawk over there and I had an Apache over here, Second Amendment, 1, 2, right? How long do you think before we'd have the Department of Justice, the Department of Defense, the FBI, the CIA, and all out here telling me that I can't have my Black Hawk and Kevin can't have his Apache? But we sell land to air weapons, laws, surface to air missiles, Sam, like the one Trump got shot with, supposedly. That's hilarious. We sell heavily armed, nuclear. Let's just go straight to the top. We sell nuclear weapons, but they're going to limit what the right of the people can have. What an apostate nation that is, huh? Bump stocks. Yeah, right, whatever. Trigger. Never mind. These people are idiots. So, but you can't have your right of your Second Amendment right be infringed. Yes, that's right. What part shall not be infringed do you not understand? First Amendment comes first. Congress shall establish no law. First Amendment comes first. Form well-regulated militias, heavily armed. Second Amendment comes second. First Amendment comes first. Second Amendment, just like the writers of the Constitution, exactly what they're doing. First ballots, then bullets. You have to redress grievance. If not, but never mind. I'm not talking. It's too late for that. But that's the Second Amendment right. I can't take that right from you. You're gonna have to ask permission to build a house on land that you supposedly own. Please let me build permission to build a structure, cover over my head, to go fishing to feed my family, to go hunt to feed my family, to build on my. This is insane in the membrane. This doesn't feel much like a constitutional republic because it's not. It's a corporation. You got the HUD or the HOA. Well, the ordinance officers or association, or your grass is too long. You don't pay your ticket. They'll SWAT raid your house. So careful with this abomination, strangulation corporation called the Beast, like a Cobra. Oh, yeah. Not Cobra Commander like Sergeant Slaughter, but or Mr. T. Or I got to body slam you like Donald Trump. I'm in Silver Lake in the high desert, at the largest dark sky sanctuary in the whole world. Protected, 2.5 million acres protected from light pollution. So you turn your lights off. We don't want to see it. We want to see the stars. So probably one of the best views of the stars. No, wait, this bowl up here that I'm at the top of the rim of the Great Basin, Arkansas, right on. But what a different nation. Can you see the stars where you're at? I'm in the largest dark sky sanctuary in the world. Do they? This is Silver Lake, Oregon. I'm at the rim of the Great Basin. This is a protected sanctuary, so they don't want you coming out here, too many more people, and they're protecting it from lights. So don't turn your lights on or see, the Milky Way galaxy goes all the way across the sky. It's so bright, it just melt your mind. Sometimes there's so many stars you can't even really make out the constellations. There's billions and billions and billions of stars. So in the northern hemisphere, it is for certain. The oldest clothing was found right here where I'm at in Fort, well, not Cow Cave, Fort Rock. That's right. Oldest clothing on this rock was found right here. Oregon is actually the oldest place in the northern hemisphere. They already came in. Uh, you know, it just depends on where you're at. Most people in the city can't see anything. They can't make out. Well, they're not going to make it out of the city, but they can't make out any constellations because there's too much light pollution. But out here, it's too spread out, and it's 2.5 million acres separated. We got plenty of power. We're good to go. Good to go, Rodney-O and Joe. Rodney-O. Oh, hey, hold on. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Here's a picture of population density using satellite imagery over the top of this corporation. I know, I have issues, more issues. They bumped my last stream completely off. See this? This is where all the populace lives in the U.S. corporation. See this dark spot over here? This is where I'm at, in this darkest spot, potentially in the whole wide world, or at least in America. I'm in the darkest part in this dark sky sanctuary, the darkest dot. See that? This is population density. This is where your population's at, your cities. This is satellite imagery over the corporation. So that's where I'm at, right there in that dark sky sanctuary right there, where the least amount of populace is. I see all you people over here on the East Coast are slammed right on top of each other. So many of you over there, you can't even hardly breathe, like George Floyd. Eric Carpenter, the guy selling cigarettes, but never mind. So I know it's flipped. It has to be. Everything is. I can't help that. So you see why I live where I'm at? See, I live right here where there's no population. You guys will live in all this population and stuff over here. You're crazy, cray people. You call me crazy, but I'd rather live out here where it's real dark and you can't see your hand in front of your face. Things go bump in the dark. Must be an illegals map. Shut up, you stupid idiot. Juggle, you swine. No humanity. Sick, twisted. Get out of here. Hold on, let me get this juggernaut out of here, because I cannot stand people who have no humanity. So, anyways, Broadway and the narrow way. Those are the only way. I'm saying such mean words. Oh, Julie, well, guess what? You know what the word nice means? It means to be stupid. So I ain't trying to be nice, Julie. You got to burn to the ground like ashes under your feet. Your enemies will be a footstool. Drip drop, I don't want to hear a sugar-coated peep out of you. You ever been? I've been to all 50 states. I've been to every major city in this corporation, lived in Alaska, Hawaii. I've been a veteran, had a CDL since I was 21. So yeah, I've already got to see all of this country. So, been blessed. Father has given me Colorado under the International Denver Airport. Yeah, but people got the surface dwellers and they think everything is, above their head. They're idiots. They think God's in the sky. They think they're spinning on a planet. Well, there's no such thing as planets. Yeah, well, I like, Utah Valley. How about somebody just saying Arkansas? East Coast is a whole different experience than West Coast. Washington State's beautiful. Pacific Northwest, gorgeous. They've got the up there. They've got the oh, come on, starts with an S. They got the redwoods down south, but they've got the oh, come on. I got brain lock here. 404 air. Starts with an S up there. They're the redwoods. Sequoias. My bad, like Paul Bunyan, right? Oh, sorry, How come your kid's raid case is nowhere to be found unless it's not public? Yeah, it's not public. It's my case too. Remember, they hit me in the face with a grenade. So, what are you trying to find out there, Minty? Seattle. Oh man, my brother worked for the Seattle Police Department, Lakewood Police Department. Uncle lives over there in Puyallup. Many people from me, and they're tyrannical like Oregon, and that's okay. I don't care about laws, tyrannical laws. I don't go by a repugnant. And if I suffer, Father will cover me. So through Shiloh, that's why he sent his bride, right? Well, sent the bridegroom to redeem his bride for standing up to, as he stood up to the law, the government, and the church, religion. So you're not Christ-like. I just wanted to read. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up on interesting detail. It's all here on the live stream, man. Go look through the 258 hours on the playlist of the 17 days, the playlist, and the SWAT raid. That should be enough time for you to have plenty of time to get brushed up on exactly what's going on in the case. You know, still can't report my son or daughter. He looked like these brothers that be dissing the Hells Angels. Shut the fuck up, Julian. You don't know what red and white is. You didn't grow up, you idiot. White, Hell's Angel. You don't know what hell means, and you don't know what angel is, so shut the fuck up, Julian. Get out of here, Julie. You shut the fuck up now, too. Use your right to remain silent. Anything you say and do, you can kick that can down the road because it has no evidentiary purpose whatsoever. Shut the fuck up, Julie. Stop talking. Get out of here. This ain't about being rude. I'm not here to be nice to the world. Nice means be stupid. Stop being so nice in here. You're stupid. Leave me alone. Get out of here. You hit the back button. See ya, or I'll moderate you out of here. Don't put anything else. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. See, that's why I don't want you here. People only have to know what they're talking about to be here. 7, you act like a child. So go away from me. Jezebel, don't go away mad. Just go away. So you put anything, it's your own fault. You just did it because Father made you do it. There's no free will. There's no luck. See? Go away from me. You're a Jezebel. You stink like the world, like the earth is the rule. There's no earth below your feet. You don't live on a planet. So go live back on your planet of the apes. Goodbye. Bigfoot, you got big feet? I think Julie's got big feet. I think she had, I think it was Princess Leia had a threesome with Chewbacca and Chewbacca, and they had Wookiee with an Ewok, and now they got big feet. Don't talk about my wife like that. Hey, Jason, remember? Eddie, you eyes a Bigfoot, didn't you? You've shaved the bitch down and taught her how to walk. Oh, you speak like one of them, and you say I am. Actually, you say me. You would not say that. What the hell are you talking about? Julie, get out of here. I asked you not to say anything, and then you still spoke up. I don't want to hear a sugar-coated peep out of there, Marshmallow. Puff, stay, mellow man, whatever you are. You should be nice. Shut the fuck up and leave. That's your own fault. You keep stepping on your own dick. That's not my problem, okay? It's mind over matter. Right? You don't matter and I don't mind. Good, you destroyed your image by what comes out of your mouth. Okay, by image. Image and mouth, what comes out of my mouth. Those are two different things. See what I'm saying? Julie keeps talking. Julie just keeps running. She's running her mouth. Shut the fuck up too, Jason, you idiot. Nobody's talking to you there, Tyson fucking chicken leg. Antibiotic chicken leg. Triple chicken. That chicken looked like doing nothing but lift weights. So, no joke, because she won't shut up. She just keeps telling me to be nice and I'm mean and I'm rude. I don't care what Julie thinks. Okay, Donna? So, I think you're possessed. There's no such thing as possession, Julie. Get the fuck out of here. I keep asking you to leave and you stay in here. Everybody's watching you. You're what is called an ass, Julie. You have an unwillingness to learn. Christ would call you brutish in nature, brute beast, just so you know. You won't listen. You are like an ass, stubborn like a mule. So that's your own fault. Father created most people to be vessels of wrath, not asses, but fitted for destruction from the foundation of the world. So you just don't want to listen. Either you've got your hearing aid turned down or you just are an American. Oh, no, you American. Get the fuck out of here. Like I said, I American. So bye. You've asserted your First Amendment right. Now you can leave. Nobody's taking bait, right? Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you. I'm going to get you fish hooked like fucking on phonics. Work for me. The letter J, that's the last letter added to the alphabet. So don't come here and try to bait me with your hook. Listen, Sean. Oh, I'm possessed by the Holy Spirit. You can't be possessed, Cheryl. The word holy is ruach, and the word spirit is hokadesh. You speak any Greek or any Hebrew, oligos, or any you just forward everything. Sure, I didn't say you did. There's no possession. So, oh my gosh, people, this world that Father put me in, most people are Stephanie. Stephanie is disgusting. Get out of here. We're going to get rid of her real quick. So, Julie's an idiot. She just keeps stepping on her dick, Jezebel. So, it's just asking. Oh, okay. Well, you play stupid games, you'll get stupid prizes. Not you. Hey, what's happening? We got a whole bunch of trolls in here. We're trolling the trolls, fish hooking them, and like phonics work for me. The letter J. Remember last letter out to the alphabet in English. These people are hooked on phonics or J, Jesus. I don't know what they're talking about. They want me to join their cult. The topic is somebody said I was taking the bait, Cat, and I'm actually just dangling a golden carrot in front of people's faces, and they keep taking the bait, falling for the fish hook. I don't know who you are, random stream. Oh, well, check it out. Random, like Julie could just get out of here, but she won't randomly leave. She keeps sticking here like Velcro hugs. It's human nature to destroy the mind and alter the body. It's human nature to destroy the body and alter the mind. So she must be on some mind control. Got hit with the mind control. Too many fallacies. What's a reality? People be sleeping. People got sheep paralysis. Well, they're actually goats, not sheep. But anyways, they're a goat. Stubborn as a mule, stubborn as a goat, like an ass. They don't want to learn. Here's your way mean and angry. What's your problem? See, she's still speaking in here. Why don't you leave, Julie? I can moderate you in any second. You just keep stepping and taking the bait. You know that? No charge for when you leave here for the rent space in your head when you keep thinking about me. Don't worry about my jawline or what you see. No, you don't have free will. Get out of here, Fox Doodle. 666, the number of the beast, right? It's not 666, not number of beast. It's man, you idiot. Shut up, Fox. You don't know what Fox or faux news. You got on there on your MSLSD, or you're always broadcasting crap. Broadcast means to sow seeds. Don't come here and talk about anything. We do have free will. Look at this idiot. Now they're stuck on dumb, repeating the same thing like it's called pornea. Learn how to read, you dumbass motherfucker. It's called pornea, you dumbass. Latria, the service of your eyes. That's what your problem is. You don't define anything. You're a translator. Zero Fox Doodle. Zero Fox. You know how many fox I give? None fox, like priest on Sunday. Get it? None fox. Fox. Zero Fox. So you're an idiot. It's called pornea. Father created all things, everything not written, everything that will be. So there's no man. There's a creator. You can blot your name out of the books. Ha ha ha. Laughing his ass off. See, he's an ass. He's stubborn like a mule. Has no definition in it whatsoever. I know you don't get it. That's the way he does it, Johnny. He puts it the deaf ear on most people. Oh, helmet. Look at this guy. See, worried about what he sees. People are such idiots because all they worried about is what they see. It's called idolatry and imagery. The word is pornea, not free will, self-will. So Fox is an idiot. Fox doesn't even know what his name means. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there toying with them, tooling with them. Zero Fox. Daryl, I'm not arguing with anybody. You hadn't been here for a minute. It's called taking the little golden carrot and letting them dangle it like a puppet on a string. I got them like Kermit the Frog here. You know what I'm saying? They're taking the bait. They're never going to catch it. They don't know the definition of anything. They're a bunch of translators, and they go after some transgender guy. Woo! So, Valerie, thanks for coming in. I don't appease everybody. Most people don't like me because, yes, Daryl, they're retarded. Like every woman I've ever got on her back, she's throttled down and then screwed. Oh, just kidding, ladies. Valerie, I'm just joking. It's just a joke. Well, like a carburetor, either advanced or retarded, right? They can only use left brain, right brain so much. And you can only use so much your brain. Weird science, So they've got no dialect, gloss of tongue. They're translators, like I said. They trust in a science god, kind of like Tom Cruise with the Top Gun with his missiles, you know, like Oprah and all them. Yeah, you guys get it. No free will does not exist. The word is pornea, idolatria. Latria is to serve, and idols, the things of the small little statues of the taller 58 stories. He said imagery. Nobody was hung from crosses. Those are Satan. Satan hung from a cross. Jesus Christ, birthed in the middle of the winter. The Mass God of the middle of the winter, New Year's. Bang, bang, bang. Orgy ritual. Orgy Jesus. That's Satan, Apollyon, Mithra. That's your Satan god with your cross, but that's called pornea, idolatria. You were warned about your eyes and what you see, idolatria. Latria is to service in idols, or your eyes, the things you see of the dirt. Let me make it simple for you, okay? Let me give you a little life hack here. Father doesn't want you to love the dirt. He wants you to love the word. The word is Hokadesh. No, it's just stop calling it weed, Jose. Weed, it's not what goes in a man or woman that defiles a man. I've studied for 30 years, Donna. So, plus. Anyways, don't call it weed. Remember, like Cain and Abel, cannabis kush, like the cannabis cup. Oh, never mind. Do you like feet? No, Charlie, I don't like feet. I don't have a foot fetish. This guy must be like Charlie Sheen or one of these Hollywood actors that's into children and eating children and having sex with children. Get out of here. Like the Donald Warp Speed, Mr. Man that dropped 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes. So stop it. Go away from me. Get her out of here. Karen, don't talk to him. He is a woman hater. Julie, shut up. You're still in here. There's one race, the human race, Julie. This has nothing to do with man and women. Look at this racist, lying bitch now. Shut the fuck up, Julie. Now get out of here. I'm going to actually make you leave. I'll say that I don't like women, you piece of shit. I stood up for the rights of women. When I was a cop, I couldn't put my hand down a fucking woman's pants, Julie, you stupid dumb cunt. Now listen to me. I'm going to assert my First Amendment to teach you a goddamn lesson in here. Shut your fucking mouth. Keep your fucking mouth shut. When I was a law enforcement officer, you could not fucking touch a woman. I had to call up a backup officer because, Julie, you dumb cunt, your fucking Fourth Amendment right was more important than my right of fucking free speech, or your Fourth Amendment right was your right to be secure in your house's papers, persons, and effects. Not officer safety, you dumb cunt. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Don't talk in here. You just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. When I was a law enforcement officer, I couldn't search a woman, Julie. So shut the fuck up. Assert your right to remain silent. I already told you, but you keep talking. You could have left, but you don't. But you keep taking the bait. So everybody in here is going to get an experience of what it's like to hear like your dumb fuck that gets thrown in jail because you can't shut your fucking mouth. When a cop fucking is going to fucking extort you for all your money, you lick the goddamn boot and you shut up. I know you won't say anything. Okay? So shut the fuck up, Julie. Assert your right. You have anything you say can and do will be used against you. Right? We'll use the can. Okay? That is your right of Miranda, meaning if they're going to cost your body. Okay, look, I'm going to get Julie out of here. All I said to him is do not speak so rude to the other person. And he got possessed. Julie, there's no such thing as possession, you dumb fucking bitch. You're an idiot. There's no such thing as possession. You're an idiot. You're a fool, and I'm only toying with you because you're proving that you can't be quiet and even glean anything. So you are a demon because you're a liar. You think possession is by a demon. Christ cast the unclean truce. So I'm going to get rid of your ass, okay? So because I don't want you in here. So you can remove yourself. If you put one more thing, I just will permanently... no, I won't permanently. We've never permanently banned anybody. So, but we'll put you in timeout because you can't be quiet. Children are meant to be not seen or heard. Go the fuck outside. You maybe come in when lights come on. You know, some light turns on in your head. It won't be anything I personally said because it'll be the word that rebukes your heart, and then you'll walk in repentance and then maybe be forgiven for such being such a stupid fucking cunt. Okay, goodbye. Thank you. I asked you that for how long? Oh, repulsive. Okay, goodbye. Go fuck yourself, John. Yap, yap, yap. So let's get rid of all these idiots out of here. Yap is a word that a little dog makes when it barks. Somebody said that. Simmer down, bub. You're not all that. Okay, we don't care about you. Your name's Meta, like metadata. Okay. Get rid of us. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We throw at least 20,000 of you out a month in this channel. We don't want your subscription. So that's what it was like. Episode of Jerry's. I'm not sure what Joe be. That must not be an easy to name to be called Joe, like Let's Go Brandon Biden. See you later. All right, anyone else? You'd like to step up to, we had another stream, but we get kicked off earlier because calling you out on abyss is not a place below your feet. That's the word hell. Hell's not below your feet. That's the word no knowledge. I don't care about double taps. I don't want your fucking subscription. You either produce fruit in here or you get thrown out of here. That's how it works in this ministry. And we're not a religion. So if you're vain and worthless and you can't put any fruit in here, do not judge them by their cover. You know them by their fruit. We'll throw you out of there, fruitcake. It is a ram skull, Jose. Like Father is the ram. David declared him the Lamb of God, Christ, the Hamashiach, the Lamb that makes Father's Aries, the ram. It's a test of an idol so I can teach you something. So what happens on this stream? I'm new here. We just troll the trolls, Mark. Timothy Mark. Wow, that's pretty cool. Two biblical gospel names. Timothy, Matthew, Mark, Paul, Peter, Luke, all the apostles, all the disciples. So it's a spiritual stream, not a religious. I rebuke all streams. Your empty little jar head has nothing until you put something in it. Yeah, I'm not a jarhead idiot, Jordan. I couldn't join the Marines because I couldn't put my head in a jar. I was an Army idiot. Well, I didn't know what I was doing. I was young, but that's okay. Delayed entry program in the military, but it doesn't matter. Mind over matter. You don't mind and I don't matter. Or I don't matter and you don't mind, do you? Probably not. Oh, I'm out of my mind. People think I'm out of my mind, but I don't care. They want to push drugs on me like the government. So remember? Drug pushers. Snakes up a pole, pharmakia, they'll be pulled by sorcery, the big farm guy. I want you to get the script. You're going to warp speed. All of the government officials like to, in their ivory towers. Send the finest of the finest store. Oh, here we go. Bipolar, schizophrenic. This person has a degree. Robin, where did you get your degree? Your doctor in psychiatry. And remember, I'm a counsel, law enforcement, education, and training. I was talking about Julie, the dumb cunt in here who couldn't keep her fucking mouth shut, that didn't realize that when I was a law enforcement officer, we'd get certified on how to identify a mental illness. That's called CLE, counsel, law enforcement, actually how to identify and how to handle people with mental disabilities and mental illness. So are you giving away some kind of free psychological mental evaluations or something? Where'd you get your doctorate at if you're not CLEAT certified in mental illness and how to identify and handle people with mental disabilities or illnesses? Where did you get your doctorate or degree at? Because if you're giving away free psychological mental evaluations, we'll start taking numbers and people can get some in a matter of moments. That's your ability to schizophrenic, bipolar, manic, whatever you want to put, ADHD. I got all those. I'm high function. I even got ADT home security, bitch. Like Paul Blart, the flashlight cop. Freeze! Security! I need some security over here. I'm feeling a little insecure. So what do you call that? You want to try to push some drugs on me now? Lay down, take a fucking dirt nap? Because I know that's what's coming next with you fucking people who label people with some kind of mental disorder. Then you want them to take drugs. They'll be fooled by sorcery, pharmakia, snakes up a pole. You're a drug pusher. You see what you do? You push drugs on people because you don't agree with somebody. You think they need to take a drug. Oh, wait, they have a mental disorder. Now they take. So where did you get your degree? We'll wait. We'll see. They have to have at least 12 years study. Doctor, where'd you get your medical doctor? Where'd you go to school at? For obviously you have an MD, but your specialty is psychiatry, right? So you're giving medical free in a matter of moments, psychological mental evaluation. So everybody's waiting. I think everybody wants one. Put a one in the chat if you want a free psychological evaluation in a matter of moments. Rambling Dylan's a rambling man pushing drugs on people. Look, meth head rambling. Same thing. See? Another one doing the same shit, brothers, sisters. says rambling, something's wrong with me, and meth, pushing drugs. That's true. Even if someone doesn't need help, as soon as they try to get labeled, then the government. Okay, so bro has 2 brain cells fighting a third place. I think that's I know you're not talking about me. They're big, right? Big bones. Oh, big bones. That's hilarious. Because it ain't hard to tell, bro. People say, call me brother or idiots. Any advice on how to move on every time I close my eyes, I see her? Jordan, yes. Go get laid by somebody else. That'll make you forget about her. No, just kidding, Jordan. Don't go run out and be a narcissist. Get over yourself first. I won't give you any advice, but if you're truly hung up on somebody, how about Father says that's meant to be? Maybe it's not as permanent as you think. Maybe he's taking you apart for a moment in time. He is the bridge between two people that, he fills that gap. He's the tie that binds two people. So if it's permanent, well, that's probably a good thing. You want a loner wife or a girlfriend, somebody you're going to be with for the rest of your life? I'd rather be single than have somebody I would not be with for the rest of my life. So maybe it's a good thing, Jordan. I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm not giving any advice. I'm just fucking with people in here that are idiots. We got people in here thinking they're giving psychological, medical evaluations. So maybe we can get you one while you're in here, because I think you actually have that was a real question. You were being a shithead trying to come in here. Because people do. It's hard when you get hooked up, with somebody and you love them and it don't turn off like a light switch. You can't just turn off love. It's something that you can love somebody and hate them. They sleep on the fucking doghouse, right? Or on this couch and still love them. Love is not how much you love somebody. It's how much you can stand somebody. That's love. Let me tell you, I know, but hey, don't take any advice from me. You see any woman sit next to me? So, Jack and saves you cash. Hey, Meta, that's not very nice, but them hoes ain't loyal, right? You want to know where all the hoes are? Ask Santa. People spend a lot of money that time of year, don't they? Ho, ho, ho. Donna wants 2 inches. Okay, goodbye, Big. You're an idiot. So, anyways, was it? You said, was it Spencer or no? Wait, what was this person? Jordan. Seriously, let me give you some advice from you, just as far as one person to another, and then a pastor to take it to Scripture. Father creates all things, and He's perfect. Everything He does is perfect. He doesn't make any mistakes. A lot of the time, the word orge. Don't watch these people freak out on a word. It's spelled O-R-G-E, like orgy. Watch all the stupid fucking comments. Okay, that word is quick to wrath, quick to indignation, quick to judgment, and quick to anger. Don't judge what Father's doing here quickly. Maybe He's beating this person out of your life because she's going to piss you off, do something, and you're going to end up killing her because you didn't want to, because you lost your mind or something. If your hand was going to commit murder right now, would you cut it off? If your eye was going to covet somebody else's, stuff, wipe or something, would you pluck it out right now? So maybe Father is giving you a test of your faith, and maybe He's working it out. And maybe if your person doesn't want to be with you right now, you should just give them a little space, because if it's meant to be there, it's not gone. Why push something? And most of the time I found when you try to push somebody into something they don't want, it makes them do something the reverse that you want them to happen. Like, for example, you keep claiming that she's a fucking hoe and she's cheating on you when she's not. She's going to start cheating on you. Well, fuck, he says I'm cheating on him anyways. Fuck, I'll go do it. Maybe they won't, but see, you're going to push somebody into something because you just give them a little bit of space. And if you don't push them, it should be not something that you should be. Let me tell you like this way. If you could walk away from it for now, if it's that big of an experience, you'll remember when I was when I was in law enforcement, we would separate the two parties if there was an issue. And if it's that important, you will remember it when you come back together. That's always how law enforcement, you've noticed when they show up, well, now that's different, but that's the way they still separate the problem. So if it's that important, because I was Captain Fix Every Fucking Problem. No, honey, I want to fix all your problems, make everything go away because I'm your man and all that. But sometimes she don't want everything fixed. She wants to fix something on her own. Maybe it's because you're in her fucking ass like me and I'm a little puppy dog. I asked my last woman, what's wrong with me? Why am I that? She's like, you try too fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I probably need to pluck an eye, honestly. She's married. It's like, a weird situation. I won't give up the whole yet, but it's okay. Well, if she's married, then Jordan, I appreciate your, your honesty, and if it's meant to be, don't worry about it. If it's meant to be, give it some space. That's the best thing you can do a lot of the time. I like to fix things when I was young, and it didn't always work out like I wanted. Sometimes, like I was just explaining to some ladies yesterday, and at the store, whatever, just chit chatting with that. Don't be mad at us, guys. We want to fix everything. We don't want uh, our ladies to hurt. As a guy, we want to here. This is for the ladies that are listening. Okay, don't take this as sound advice. I don't have a lady next to me or anything, but just hear me out. This is for the guys too. Okay, listen. A guy, if he's a true man, if you ask me, all he wants to do is build shit and fix shit, and that's a man. He's always going to stay busy. Idle hands are the work of the devil. Okay, if that makes what I'm saying any sense. So a guy's going to always want to fix things. Now listen, ladies, that guy is going to want to fix all your problems because you're his lady. He doesn't want to see you ever hurt. You're the queen of his castle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen to these people. Don't listen to me. Listen to what other people say. I'm just giving you. There we go. Okay, cool, guys. But just good. You guys are actually giving some pretty sound. Not trying to just throw somebody under the bus under what was said. They're being honest, and so we got to look at this too. And on that, guys, too, I talked to somebody yesterday about this as well. Do you realize some people have a cheating heart? We used to have David had 150 concubines and 150 wives. Polygamy was a huge part of what it was the Old Testament. Some guys are not happy as well as women or with one man or one woman. And Donnie, hear me on that, since I think you're giving some pretty sound advice. Donna, did you know that exists, that there are men and women out there that are not happy with just one? It's kind of like we have an old way of, remember, David, 150, he made sure they were all taken care of, and 150 wives, and that's kind of an old nature. Now, we are yoked to one under this covenant, but people still tend to have, if that makes sense to you, why some people maybe are never going to be happy with one person. You have with what I call somebody who has a cheating heart, not necessarily that they're cheating, they just are never happy with one person. Irregardless, I want to throw that out there. And some people, in fact, I can't handle one. Well, how the hell can I handle two of you women? I can't keep one of you around. You fucking guys that try to juggle two women, you're nuts. Like I said, I can't keep one of them or happy. So how the fuck would I want to try to mess with two of them at one time? You guys are crazy. Okay, but anyways, moving on. You two ladies, we had, what I'm saying, juggling guys, side dudes, and all these, whatever. Same thing, same. They don't. We're equally. The women want the D, the guys want the P. We're all here because we all procreated. But I'm being real with you. Some people have a cheating heart, brothers and sisters, and they don't mean to do that because we tend to. Some of us just. I think it's our old ways, But not me. I don't need two. I can't handle one. Like I said. Until I can get the one thing figured out, I don't think I even need to be thinking about trying to have a second one hanging around. It just be in the way, if you ask me. I just can only, personally, I can only give my, I can tell my wife, wow, look at her. She's gorgeous. Look at her. Wow, she knows I'm going to go dip her guts at night. She ain't worried about me recognizing beauty or anything like that. I could have that, not that I would go there, but my wife would let me go to a strip club, not worry about me going to a strip club. I wouldn't go to a strip club. I'm just saying I have that kind of relationship. When I have with a relationship with someone, I communicate with them. I talk to them. We both communicate with each other. It's kind of important that you do it, but it doesn't always work out that way because some people don't communicate with people, especially in the beginning when you just want to get laid and you fall in lust, not in love. And that happens. We procreate, we tend to change. Oh shit, I'll say anything that she wants just to get in them pants, and she's thinking the same thing. Man, look at them sweats, whatever. I'm just being real with you. So try to remember, not everybody has a cheating heart, but some people are just not happy with one person. So try to identify that from the beginning. And then the best thing you can do is just be yourself from the beginning. Don't change who you are. If somebody doesn't like it, get rid of it. Don't worry. Cut it off sooner than later. Nip it at the bud. Nip it, from the root. Get it before it becomes a problem, because it's a lot harder to walk away from something later when you're attached to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because love doesn't turn off like a light switch. You might be attached to somebody. I told you, you can hate them and they could be sleeping on the couch and still love them. What you should really have is you should still fuck when you guys are mad at each other and have some makeup sex and not be holding the D or the P over each other and communicate with each other on what's going on with each other and feel like you can talk to your spouse about anything. Honey, I'm afraid to talk to you. Well, what's up, honey? Well, I just don't want to, see, that's all somebody's got to do to me to talk to me anything. Tell me anything. You tell me anything, anything, anything. Well, honey, it was really weird. This guy pinched my butt at work. You know I'm going to go kick his. No, that's okay, honey. I pinch your butt too. I do it all the time. I can't hardly keep my hands off you, honey. Oh, come here. Let me get a picture of that too right now. It's okay, honey. I understand. Guys are fucking savages. I know you go through that shit all the time, honey. Women are just like, treated like shit, like by most men. And women are not so much nicer themselves, but they kind of get away with some things that us guys, they've canceled, masculinity. And I'm not saying grab a woman's butt or anything like that if it's not yours, but, these people, can't talk to each other when there comes a problem that manifests into something else and you got a bigger problem later. So if you could actually talk to your spouse about anything, that's what I've always asked when somebody's been with me. All I'm asking you to do is set the stage, like sit me down and say, honey, you need to sit down for this. Oh shit, this is going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I better sit down for this, if that makes sense. To me, that's what I want somebody to, oh, well, shit, honey, that wasn't as bad as I thought, or you thought, or, oh, now we can work through that. But when you start holding shit back, it manifests into other things. It always does. It becomes a bigger problem. So the biggest thing that I found, at least I know in my last few relationships, is that I've kept to more of myself, and I didn't like just change who I was. So I didn't go look in the mirror 5 years later, go, who the fuck am I? Who is this man? Well, I started studying this when I was younger because I couldn't figure out how relationships would pass after 15, 20 years. Like, how could people be together so long and then separate? There was a problem in the beginning, brothers, sisters. A lot of the time, somebody wasn't what they wanted to be. Oh, they changed who they were to lust with somebody, and oh, okay, whatever. And then they changed who they were to get, to whatever, to have some companionship. Bucket, they're lonely. They want to be with somebody warm next to at night. They're not, it's not so much lust, but then they change who they are. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning. And then they want to go back to who they were. And they're like, well, shit, I don't know that person. That's not the person I married. This happens a lot, brothers, sisters. I found out that, marriages that break up after 10, 12, 15, 20 years, this is normally the problem. There was something that was actually communicated, but it never got addressed. So generally, most times that, there was some kind of communication before somebody goes out and there's some kind of infidelity, some kind of physical act that takes place. I find that, again, not everybody just has a cheating heart. There is some kind of communication, and people have a hard time, especially with like schedules and shit like that, where you can't sit down because you got kids and anything else. You know what I'm saying? There's still, well, maybe not kids after grandkids or whatever, but you got your schedules and you're working and you can't come together a lot of the times because in this country, even people have to work in their 50s and 60s to even make ends meet. You might not even have the time to come together, communicate properly, about what the problem is. And then you're festering because you're afraid, rooted in the beginning, because you changed who you were and you didn't be yourself. So the best thing you could do is, be who you are. And if they like you for who you are, now, see, you don't have to change. You just be, and they'll accept that. Oh, I don't like that you do this, but I actually kind of love that about you. See, what I've found in a lot of studying is that it's not so much how you love somebody or that you love somebody. It's how much you can stand them. That's love. Love is liking them for their little things that drive probably somebody else. Well, if you're not married, there's no intercourse out of marriage. That's not what marriage is. And remember, we're only yoked to one Donna. If you get laid, and I'm not going there because I don't spread myself around like that. I have long relationships. But if you have sex with somebody, Old Testament, because I'm Old Testament, Donna, if you and I were to have a relationship, but I lay with you, you be my wife. I don't just go because you had a sexual sex with somebody. The whole religion is stupid. Religious is there is no I'm in my 50s. I've had plenty of that. Remember, I told you I don't have problems with when I communicate with somebody when I'm with them in the beginning and tell them, if you ever try to take it, I can't get it up. I'm gonna put 2 popsicle sticks and duct tape that some bitch. You're getting it when you want it. I'm not going to tell you no. Um, yeah, that's how it works. So, but anyways, that more than anything, you have to communicate, like I'm saying, with your spouse. And I don't let somebody pull that portion away from me either, having the physical aspect and the intimacy. Um, and that's something that people fight about all the time: bills and sex, because they can't seem to come together on either of them. Can't make enough money, not getting enough sex to even just be happy because they're feeding the beast system. So I wouldn't go spread myself like butter. But God's not going to throw you in the clink because you had some kind of you know sexual relationship with somebody. You start having multiples and doing this on right, and you're not. That's not the end of the world. A sin is a sin to Father. What He's covering His bride for is standing up to the law, religion, yes, and the government. That's what Christ did. I know it. You want to think that your covetousness hard and that you want to have sex with somebody is that's why He's covered the sins of the world for all. No, it's not everybody. It's only a fraction of His bride. Okay, Smith. The wages of sin is death. At a jot death, tittle death, yo death, your own thought death, your own port. Father has nothing has changed. So He will cover us for the sins of the world. But I don't want to oversay it because I don't want to overstate it. I'm traditional. I'm not going to sleep, and sometimes we don't come together, but there's no arguing over it. It happens organically. I never fight with anybody I've ever been with that she asks too much, or I don't like to ask, or I'm tired of asking, or it organically happens. You know what I'm saying? Uh, there you go. Good stuff. Phoenix, yeah, it's like being rebuked by Father, walking repentant. You slept with somebody, Father's not going to throw you in hell for that. Outside of what you think is marriage, because most marriage with a wedding and a church, that's all Satan paganism. You're supposed to yoke, remember, you're supposed to go to a public place, nail that bride contract, bill of marriage in a public place to a tree. That was Deuteronomy. Now it's Corinthians. And none of this is this stupid pagan formality in a church in a white dress. We know you bet that lady over. That's not the first time she's had a man before. Come on, white dress my ass. All this stuff most people do when you think you marry somebody is not marriage. Marriage is in the hearts, that between the distance, they have to be apart, like work or that is always filled. No time gap cannot be filled by Father. He's the one that binds the two together. So that's why those marriages are the ones that actually last, because their marriage is built in Christ off of the true marriage. And that's why I won't be with somebody unless they're Christ like myself. I don't want to be with somebody I have in the past, but not going to ever be again. I'll die single, happy, team. Like I said, nobody acts like that with the cancellation of masculinity, and women have to kind of step up to the plate because men act like such little bitches in this day and age, especially in America. And but it is what it is. Like I said, if you care about somebody, you're going to communicate with them, and if there's an issue that you're having with them, you should talk to them. And it's probably maybe something you could work out, and maybe you might figure out that you even like that little thing that they do, and just because it's just who they are, and it's not that big a deal anyways. Because remember, it's not so much you love somebody, it truly is how much you can stand somebody. That makes a big difference. And I found that when I have researched, well, a lot of marriages, when I was finding how they broke up, that a lot of marriages that stay together, they have a firm rooted in a belief in some kind of religion. Most of it's kind of lollipopish, but sticking by somebody's side, and not just throwing them to the wolves because she burned the mutton and didn't bring in the chicken eggs. Now you're throwing her out on the streets without giving her half of what you own. That was Christ was going, telling the Pharisees that they had perverted the agape with their halakha under that book of Deuteronomy, that these women have not even committed the physical act. They were out there whoring or prostituting themselves just to feed, and then not been returned to that public place and with a bill of divorce where they've been entered into a contract with two witnesses, nailed that bride contract, now not by release by a bill of divorce, not even be able to be legally remarried, not by the law but the physical law, and did not even give half of what they had owed. But people don't know Christ. They don't know anything about marriage. They don't know anything about the Deuteronomy. They don't know anything about Corinthians. You should read these books. If you're married to somebody, you should be reading these things. You should be bound in his word, not the world, in some pagan church nonsense. That's not a marriage. And you're just doing that to give away, let the government decide your affairs. So that's right, Nicholas. Father creates all things. I have no control of my body. You can't come out of here thinking I'm crazy 10 years from now going, yeah, I heard that crazy dude on YouTube, and Father thinks there's no such thing as free will. There sure is. He thinks I'm going to go right. No, Father creates everything not written, everything that ever will be. He's creator. Everything that ever was, everything that ever will be, everything written, everything not written, good and evil. He does all these things after his own counsel for his own pleasure. So how is there not? No, it's called porneia. It's called self-will. He knows what you're going to do. He knows where the dice will land. If you try to weight the dice, stack the deck, he knows where the cards will fall. He creates all things. What part of that do you not understand now there, Nicholas? I said everything not written, everything that ever will be. Father, the creator. I am. Man made my ass. If he knows what you're going to do, or you have options, right? Porneia is the word. Latria, idolatria, idolatry in English. You speak any Greek? Probably not. Oligos, a fraction, any? None? No. Probably you speak any Hebrew? Doubt it. Twist, add, or warp. He said, don't do that. That's perverted. So don't come in here and try to pervert. And I know it's just a question. But you're kind of an idiot. Means you're not making this live because, I don't have. Father creates all things. He said, if I did not call out to their hearts, no, free will is not part of God's plan. This is a Satanist. This is a Nephilim. This is a bully. This is a demon. This is an idolater. Predestination only refers to the bride. Can you define Billy Badass? The word, it's called prohorizo in the Greek. Do you know what predestination is? This channel name was Predestined for Light prior to being High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries. Do you have any idea what it means? Prohorizo, I separate the dark from the light. Horizo, he's the separator. He didn't say I'm the light. He didn't say I'm the life. He said I am the horizo. Do you speak any Greek, Billy Badass? None? Okay, so define the word I just did, predestination. I just did for you. So you're just going to have to repeat what I just said. Predestination only applies to his bride. I didn't ask you to speak French. I asked you if you spoke Greek or Hebrew. You're going to get thrown out of here, Billy, because you're a vessel of wrath and you cannot, follow some basic instructions. I didn't say that. I asked you to define predestination that I just did. And then you tell me you speak French. Like French fry, or like fuck you, like plucking the U-bow. They would cut their bird finger. Do you know anything about France? I don't care about France. I asked you to define predestination. Queer. Look at this, guys. Now, okay, throw me out queer. Now, he said he could define, but now Billy Badass won't even define the thing he said he could. He can't even keep track of his own thoughts, lost in his own mind. Outer space or something. Outer space, 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 space. Base, hello, can you go? Death row, what is that, brother? Queer. That's really kind of silly that you say that. Come on by so you can give it a try. Nobody wants to try your Billy Badass. You're a sodomite, are you? Badass, you have ass, or you can't learn. Like, he's got some UFC. You're going to be on the front lawn with Trump there. You know what I'm saying? On the front lawn with Trump. Billy Badass fighting at UFC 25 million or whatever they are. Seriously. Come on, Billy Badass. Define predestination or get out of here. You ain't jack diddly squat. You ain't a badass. What are you, Michael Jackson bad? You can moonwalk your 2 feet right out of here, Bigfoot. If you think God is first and foremost sovereign, you miss the whole point of the Bible. There's no such thing as Bible. There's no God as a first and foremost selfless love and action in eternity now before creation. No free will, no real love. What the fuck are you talking about, Nicholas? God is never written in the text one single time. Sovereign. Think God is first and you foremost. Sovereign, you miss the whole. I hope you're not talking to me. I ain't missing shit, Nicholas. Sovereign, there's only one sovereign thing. Lord, ruled, realmed by somebody. Maybe you're spinning on a ball or something. Get away from me. Get away from me. Okay, well, you're making sense, but to stop mixing it up, that actually made some sense. The foundation, from the foundation of the world, he created vessels of wrath, vessels of mercy. The Greek word is prognosko in Romans 8:20. Christ, that he be the firstborn among brethren. So no free will. Father creates all things. God, the Most High, is sovereign. There's only one sovereign. That is the creator. That's what sovereign means. The creator of the law. That is Father. There is no sovereign immunity. Cops don't have sovereign. They call it, but that is called, they take the word and butcher it. Who wrote the Bible? Nobody wrote the Bible, you idiot. There's no such thing as Bible. Look at this ignorance. Look at the ignorance of society today. It was written on stone. The law was given to Aaron on the mount, and he wrote it out by the scribes on tablets. Who wrote the Bible? What kind of fucking question is that? You mean this word here? Book? It wasn't written on paper, Steve. What are you smoking? Council of Nicaea, where they put it on paper. Now it's written on the hearts of the bride. Not on paper. Used to be on rock tablets, not iPads or Apple or scrolls. What again? Stone. What are you smoking? Rock. What are you smoking? I don't know what's wrong with these people. The Old Testament was given to Aaron, right? By Moses and Aaron and Levite. Moses on the mount, Aaron and Levite, the two Sabbatical priests, high priests of the church. So remember, he said, I create all things, everything written. So Father writes through the apostles. Those are Father's words that are in the New Testament. Those are Father's words. If you don't understand that, leave right now. You just don't understand the gospel then. All of Paul's writings are the gospel. Yeah, Donna, Moses gave to Aaron and Levite. That's what I said. Don't correct me in here. Okay, or unless you're repeating me, and I have somebody who repeats what I say in here, that's Sonia, but I already said that. You can repeat what I say, but don't. Says the guy who doesn't understand free will. This is free will. No free will. Self-will is the word porneia. There is self-will. Father creates all things. Everything not written, everything that ever will be. All right, Steve, how about that? Careful, gold and silver might get your family killed. But, so, how can bots scroll to live chats and programs? Born Daddy God. Hey, and the great Cornelio. So, anyways, let's go back to what we were saying. There's no such thing as free will. You stupid rhetoric buster. You're a Nephilim, meaning bully. Okay, goodbye, Donna. Goodbye, Donna. Moses was given the law on the mount, and he gave it to the high priest of Aaron and Levite. Goodbye, Donna. You couldn't keep your fucking mouth shut. Goodbye. I'll remember when you go, Donna. Go, Donna. So, oh, Donna. So, anyways, I'm enjoying myself in here, guys. So, no free will, no such thing as luck, no such thing as chance. God doesn't love everybody. Most people go to hell. Nobody's being saved. You can't be saved. There's no such thing as being saved. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. There's no such thing as the word planet. You're not spinning on a ball, are you? It's not 2025. God's not in the sky. What are all these other things people say? There's no such thing as Jesus. There's no such thing as Christ. There's no such thing as Lord. There's no such thing as these are terms that you're raping it by adding your own version, your own. That's called idolatry. You're just too ignorant to know what the hell was the place of no knowledge, what you're talking about. Come in here and tell me. And I'm not better than anybody. I'm just a lot more studied than most people on this rock. because I've taken 3+ decades of my life and studied, because Father made me do it, not me. He made me do it. I could have chased fame, fortune, money, tail, all that. Instead, time is what I traded for bis, knowledge. So you don't have to worry about what I say. I won't try to change you in here. You just don't have any definition in you, and that's fine. 90 fucking lay down with some psychiatrist so they can give me drugs. Rhetoric is a drug pusher. This is a drug pusher. We're going to bust this fucking drug. We're going to drug bust this motherfucker right here because he's a drug pusher. He thinks I need some mental help, so I will take drugs. This is the society I live in. Probably some stupid fucking American using his First Amendment right of free speech. Fucking dumbass rhetoric buster my ass. I'm busting your balls now, aren't I? To save your study doesn't mean anything if it's not able to save a soul. You can't save a soul, Nick. You're an idiot. Nobody's dying. This is a liar, a demon, a Nephilim, another devil, brothers, sisters, right here. Save is the Greek word sozo, and nobody's saved until the last trump. So this is a liar and a demon. A demon is the word devil, okay? So Nicholas is a demon or Nephilim, which just means he's trying to bully his own bullshit on you. Sozo is the Greek word. This person doesn't speak any Greek, doesn't speak any Hebrew, he speaks American. You can see right here. So listen, Nicholas, you are what the word calls a idolater and a demon. I know you don't speak Greek or Hebrew because you tear up his word. You rape Father's word. You are raping it because you're adding to the text. Nobody's been saved. You have to die to be saved. Saved, sozo, to be carried from a beginning point to an ending point and heal. So he heals after we die. Anybody who fucked you over, he will right. Anybody who caused you pain, he will heal. Anybody who screwed you over, he will straighten out, but not until after you died. So, did you fall from heaven? You're an idiot. God is light, love, and truth. Goodbye. There's no God. Heaven's not above your head. You're out of here. So would you like to come back there, Nicholas, with some kind of comeback? Because you're an idiot. God is a word never written in the text. But God is not confined to words. The word is Hokadesh. You're an idiot. Get out of here now, Nicholas. You're a Satanist and a demon. God is real. God is a title. We're going to get rid of all you people who think you're going to get picked up by these robots pretty soon, you stupid fucking white ass. Jesus has mange, you motherfuckers. You are going by what Scripture says not to do. And I know I'm adding cursing, but I'm concerned about my cursing at all because you guys don't even know who Christ is. Christ is a term never even written in the original text. So there's no such thing as Christ, no such thing as Lord, no such thing as Lucifer, no such thing as God, no such thing as Jesus, no such thing as planet, no such thing as devil. All these words were never written in the text, but that's all. It's not 2025. God is not in the sky. Heaven's not above your head. You don't live on a planet. Earth's not below your feet. Hell's not below your feet. See, all these things you think, and you're going to try to fucking argue with me, but you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere with me. I'm not going to try to change you. You just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You are a translator. It is not 2025. So shut the fuck up. Because you think it's 2025. You're not going to see anything else in here. So Jesus loves you, brother. Love, it never says love. So this person's out of here. Never says Jesus. Never says Jesus. Never says. There's no J in Greek or Hebrew. And I'm not going to argue over a letter. You're just going to keep coming here and I'm going to silence you because he said, don't sup with vipers. Why didn't you get raptured? Yeah, you stupid motherfuckers. There's no such thing as the word rapture. Thank you again. That is the kind of comment I like in here. Rapture, the harposa, the calling up is like, there's no such thing as rapture, you dumb motherfuckers. You went and stood on the X, didn't you, in Rapture, Indiana on April 8th of 2024. Nobody got raptured then either, huh, you stupid motherfuckers? You thought you're all going to get raptured on 9/23. You guys are idiots. This is what happens when you add to his text. That very last thing he said, don't add. That is the word pervert. Add or take away, twist or warp, like warp speed or Godspeed. God's never a term ever written in the text. God's a title. Grow up. Your dialectus, your glossa is alien. Alien is a word. There's no such thing as aliens. There's no physical alien. Then you've got Yeet 27. These dumb motherfuckers like this dude's energy. Okay, real smart there, Yeet. Goodbye there, Yeet. So, no gods in the sky. God is a title. He said, before Abraham was, I am the Most High, right? Shiloh. If you wanted to put names, name is Shem. You're speaking against Jesus. That means you speak against the Father. Nicholas, there's no such thing as Jesus. Fuck you, you childish little piece of shit. There's no J's. You're swine, Nicholas. There's no J's. I have the text right here. And guess what, you're dumb motherfucker. There's no J's in any of the Greek or Hebrew. That just shows you how... There's no J. And I'm not going to fight over one fucking letter, because when he said name, he didn't mean Jesus, God, Yeshua, Shiloh, Yahushua, Mashiach, Yahweh. That's not what he said. You're a fucking dumb motherfucking child speaking up, and you should. And that's the word false teacher. And that's the word prophet. There's no prophets walking this rock. He creates everything not written, everything ever will be. Prophecy was fulfilled when he said, the unblemished sacrificial lamb. And there was not a broken bone in his body. He fulfilled the last prophecy. So fuck the Mormon church. Fucking idiots. The sound of J existed forever. Look at this dumb motherfucker. J was never written in text, brothers and sisters. And this is the kind of shit that these Satanists make up. There was no J in the Old Testament, nor was that the sound of J existed forever. Look at this dumb motherfucker. He wants to keep adding the J. He just can't get away from it. It's got to be Jesus. J was the last letter, and I'm not fighting over J. I'm just showing you how stupid these lollipop Christians or Catholics or Presbyterians or Protestants or Calvinists, what all their isms, Calvinism, were made, because before that time, they were not written on paper. So yes, the Council of Nicaea, where they canonized, and they rejected 22 books. This happened at the time of Rome. So he's actually done some study, but the brain, there was no letter J. Johnny, look at Johnny, wants to take my First Amendment right away, not to be able to protect my house. You're a piece of shit, Johnny. You are a psycho motherfucker to sit there that it's okay to take a God-protected right to protect yourself away. Listen to what Johnny said. I hope this guy doesn't own any guns, and if he does, I hope he's on the watch list weirdo alert. Fuck you, you stupid piece of shit, Johnny. I don't even have the right to protect my animals because you don't agree with me, and now you want to take my Second Amendment right away? You're a dumb fucking idiot. And you think you should be able to own a gun? You have no fruit of the Spirit. I'm be praying for you. You want to live in sin and keep using cuss words. Well, guess what, Nicholas? Go fuck yourself, you idiot. Cursing words, the word is Hokadesh, spirit ghost. You don't know what it means to pray. Tell everybody in here, I'll let you stay in here for one more comment, you dumb motherfucker. Tell everybody what it means to pray, Nicholas. Since you're so well-versed and I'm such a bad guy, tell everybody so you're going to pray for me. And guess what, you stupid motherfucker? I hope you pray that whatever Father wants for me, I go through this horrible time. My son and daughter have already been fucking killed because of the police. They already took my Second Amendment rights away. What's this dumb motherfucker? Johnny, dumb motherfucker. So there, you ought to be happy with that. But Nicholas, fruit of the Spirit, put what pray means in here. Tell everybody what word. Just produce some kind of fruit. Spirit is word Hokadesh. You don't use any kind of the text, the original. You don't study the canonized version, as somebody just said. You study your own watered-down bullshit. You speak like some Christian idiot, childish idiot. So somebody in here was speaking a little bit more brain, had more brains than you. So like I said, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care what you think of me. I'm not here to impress you, so I don't care if you like my curse words at all. You don't even know the words that are in the book, and you're running your fucking mouth like you know what you're talking about. That's called the word scorpizzo. Scorpizzo. Scorpizzo is the word false teacher. So that's what you're basically accusing me of, which is the word Satan, the devil, the accuser. So, but you don't even know any words that are in that book. So tell everybody Nicholas, like fucking Saint Nicholas, like ho, 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 like Moloch, like he killed his brother Moloch, Satan. Tell everybody, yes, that's right. That's the old Egyptian religion, brain. It is the same thing. Pole gods, god of beast heads, man. It's same thing as Native Americans. We're doing the same shit. Totem gods. Like this dumb fuck in here. He thinks he knows Christ. He don't know Christ. Let me ask you this. Let's ask Nicholas if he knows anything about Christ. First, ask him to define the word prayer, which he should already be able to look up with the internet, and not he should know what it means. But now I want him to answer me this, okay? Since I'm not producing any fruit of the spirit, and you can't seem to answer my fucking question about brain is obviously put something in here. He's discerning, and you have no fucking spiritual discernment, which is the word Hokadesh is spirit. Can you first let's give you one task first. Come on, Nicholas, help yourself out, or you can help yourself out of here. What does it mean to pray? Pray. I'm waiting on your slow ass motherfucker, Nicholas, like Christmas, Saint Nick, birthed in the middle of the new year, Jesus Christ, your son, God, Satan. Praying is aligning yourself with God. So you're going to align yourself with God. You're going to pray with me by aligning yourself with God. Nicholas, did you see what kind of, you just stepped on your dick? These were all the Nordic tribes, brain. These were all the tribes of the Visigoths, the Vandals, the Ostrogoths, all the ones that Constantine, remember, they were slaughtering Christians. Constantine was slaughtering Christians. The Sumerian tribes, all the tribes of the north. So you're on it, brain. Good study, man. Is giving yourself to God. So Nicholas, look how stupid you look. You're a dumb fucking idiot Christian. I think these robots are going to pick up people like you soon because they got people like you programmed, and that's just maybe a theory. But Nicholas, I'm so glad that Father didn't make me somebody like you, and that's fine. I'm not saying I'm better than you, but you don't want to learn shit. I asked you a question what it means to pray. Pray means to have face-to-face time, which you kind of understood, okay? But you don't get it because you said you're going to pray for me. So you're going to have face-to-face time with God. What did that have to do with me, dumbass? So now you're going to answer my question. If you answer anything else, I'm just going to get your ass out of here. You're a stupid motherfucker. You can't even stay on task, okay? Islam, brain, the Quran was written by Catholics. So hold on one second, brain. The Quran, let me get rid of this dumbass in here. He's just fucking out. He didn't never study shit. He don't know. You've done some studying. This motherfucker's some watered down Christian idiot. Listen, Nicholas, I try to show you to the narrow way, and I shouldn't even let you stay in here more than 2 times. And this is what Father, we shouldn't do that because I'm actually going against what he said. He says 2 times, show him to the narrow way, and then, cut him off. You're a fucking goat, and you know that, and it's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to change you. But I told you, again, you're not listening to me at all, okay? You're brutish in nature. You have ability to learn. You're watered down. You worship some kind of religion. Father is not a religion. Father is the word, Hokadesh, spirit, ghosts. No such thing as ghosts, so you can ghost yourself out of here if you'd like, okay? Allah is actually a guy. Right, that's, there you go. There you go. But anyways, listen, hear me out, because I have no personal qualm against you, Nicholas, other than you're a Satanist slimeball pig. I'm not supposed to sup with pigs, people in government, or low energy swine, because you can't produce. If you were to pray for me, what would you pray to Father? Because let's just be personal. So you're going to pray to Father, which means to have face to face, because you said earlier you're going to pray for me. What would you pray? Because pray is supposed to be your time with Father. So why are you praying for me, and what would you pray for me? Because I want to put you kind of on the spot to show you you're a heathen. You pray useless, repetitive, or long prayers. You don't even know what you're praying. I don't think you even understand what prayer is at all, because you're a watered down religious idiot and a child. And I'm not insulting you by telling you that. Well, absolutely. Is it okay to touch your kids, Furious? I mean, Old Testament, remember? You got the old, some of this, like Brian might understand this. But Nicholas, do you see what I'm saying? What would you pray for me for? I want to move on and get your dumb ass out of here. I want to know what you pray to God for me. What do you want for me? Why would you pray for me? Why? You said you were going to pray for me like you gave a fuck about me, like you had some kind of humanity or something. But then we isolate your words, and now I want to know what you would say to God. Just off the cuff, off the record here, if you don't mind. And then I'll get rid of you, or maybe I might let you stay in here if you can produce some kind of fruit. Otherwise, you haven't produced any fruit. So thanks for coming in. Call upon the name of Jesus Christ and you shall be saved. This is a Satanist, brother, sister. Shane, once again, is pitching this 316 nonsense. Devin, they're all doing Luciferian and Canaanite worship without knowing it. Okay, well, Devin, there's no such thing as Luciferian. Lucifer is never a word ever written in the text, okay? So stop saying that. Lucifer was not the morning star. Venus is the morning star. Don't say that ever again, Dawson. That is untrue. That's totally untrue. Lucifer was never a word ever written in text like the word Jesus. Never written. Devil, never written. Planet, never written. So don't use the word Lucifer. You are 100% incorrect. There is no such thing as Luciferian. It's never written in the scripture. It's only written one time and it was added way later. So it's not even scriptural, biblical, nor it is even celestial, has any bearing on anything. It's as real as Yoda or Darth Maul. Or maybe Anakin Skywalker. Maybe the Easter Bunny. There's no such thing as Lucifer. So don't ever use that word in here ever again. It's not a word written in the text. I can't stand when people add, but there's a perfect example of why I live in a world full of fucking idiots who think it's 2025 and there's whole genres of, okay, cool. Thanks for not being an ass, David Dawson, and take correction because it wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And you can use it for the term if you like. I understand for dialectus glossa alien's sake because people will speak in a weird new mystery Babylonian. That's what you were speaking. I can understand that. But isn't that crazy that that word was never written in the text and we have whole genres of people who call themselves Luciferians? I'm a Luciferian. What are you, a Bunitarian or a fucking Darth Maul? You Yoda? You gonna lift the Jurassic Jed spine? Oh, hey, Nicholas wants to learn. And Nicholas, I won't have anything against you if you'll just stop saying things that weren't in the text or adding to the text or taking away from the text because it wasn't written on paper. It's now on the hearts of the bride, and I can help show you to the narrow way. But if you act like an ass, and you're not now because you obviously want to learn, remember the Hebrew calendar was changed. Remember, they converted the calendar over to line it with the equinox to celebrate their sun god, Jesus Christ, birthed in the middle of the winter, Satan. Remember, they thought the sun was dying, right? The sun was dying at the equinox, and they prayed to Kronos, Saturn, to try to slow the sun at the equinox. 9:23. This is Jesus Christ right here. This is Jesus Christ. Apollyon, Mithra, the sun god, the one locked up in the pit of 9/11, the seventh king, Jesus Christ, Moloch. Remember, they had a 7-day orgy from the 17th of December to the 24th, and on the 25th, they ate the king of the Yule wheel. They thought there was a goddess of heaven spinning the sun, right? Oh no, spinning the Big Dipper around the North Star. The sun was dying at the equinox. They prayed to Saturn. This is Jesus Christ. This is Moloch, Satan, Mithra. He has many names. Apollyon. This one Donald Trump decorates his house with. President, 4 plus 5 is 9. When you skip Joe Biden, 4 plus 7 is 11. President, 9/11. Revelation, 9/11, right? Revelation 3:11, he says, I come quickly. Let no one take your crown, right? Because there's 2 kings and 2 crowns, right? Let no one take your crown. No. The calendar was perverted to align the equinox. It's funny you use a English word sun as some smart. It's the same thing. Brain, you're on it. Keep studying. Keep studying. Keep going. You got it. You sound like every other Gnostic. Okay, go fuck yourself, Nicholas. And then that's the fruit you're going to produce in here. Hey, guess what, Nicholas? Go fuck yourself. Sit there and celebrate your son, God, Jesus Christ, birth in the middle of the winter. No, not this guy again. Okay, get the fuck out of here then. Leave. Why do you even put that? Why don't you just back the fuck out of here? Like Nicholas, who's a dumb fucking idiot who will not shut the fuck up and just keeps stepping on their dick. So guess what, Nicholas? You worship a Satan, Jesus Christ, birthed in the middle of the winter. Keep adding to the text and telling yourself it's okay. It's not. So thanks for coming in. Don't let the door hit you. Where the good Lord is a pagan term called master, and you can't serve two masters. Where the good Lord splits you. If you got a problem, you go to the doctor and say, Doc, I got a fucking problem. I got a crack in my butt. Remember where the good Lord splits you? Well, of course, every wall board is from a different location. Some people think it's a green screen, but this is actually a cabin in here. See, we're self-sufficient. We're off the grid. We make our own power. Check this shit out. We're empowered by the sun. He started talking about something about the sun. He said the sun. What the fuck was he talking about, guys? See these walls, these talk to me. Each one of these boards are thick because they're not some little, each one is from a different location, and they tell me a different story because they were all going to be thrown somewhere in the trash, but I saved them. So, and we got them going in the other direction, obviously, on this side. Very large, waterless toilet, stand-up shower, lofted bedroom. We're living the dream out here. Sorry, we're stoned. It says up there, but anyways, I'm a weirdo. I like to repurpose everything. Everything out here has been repurposed. It's its second or third time going around. Now that's what you call greener in the motherfucker. Get out of my ass there, Greta Thunberg. Motherfucking dude is on my like white on rice. Sodomite. Oh, anyways, the flotilla. Well, furious, how about this? It says Christ was birthed when the Hamashiach were in the shepherds, were in the field with the sheep. So that's definitely not the month of October, November, or December, is it, furious? Because the sheep get put up because of the rains. Remember, I'm a sheep farmer. I have goats, sheep. I don't have them out here, but, pigs, hogs, dogs, chickens, rabbits. Did you ever see Henry? Man, we need to re-upload Henry. He used to chase the dogs out here. Most people have a problem with their dogs chasing their sheep. My sheep chases my damn dogs around, but he's now eating blackberries. He's in, green over his neck and living the dream. But he's our lawnmower, one of our sheep that we decided we just couldn't. He just had too much damn personality. So sheep get put up in the month of Israel in October, November, and December because of the rain. You remember Henry? Henry's a badass, dude. Henry's such a cool-ass sheep, dude. He was such a good sheep, man. Love that sheep. That sheep cost me so much money, so much time, so much, but he was fun. He's in paradise now. He's eating blackberries and ferns, and he's put out not to pasture. He's never going to be eaten. He's a lawnmower for life. So, but anyways, as I was saying, Christ was born when the shepherds were in the field with the sheep. So that's definitely not in the month of October, November, or December because of the rain. They get blight, mold on their wool. That moisture gets in up against their skin and it can cause mold. So they put them up, right? Not some baby manger Jesus birthed with mange in the middle of the winter. That's Satan. Fuck sheep, fuck goats, fuck men, fuck women, party, have sex, have an orgy. That's Christmas. See why your Jesus has mange? Maybe it's from the goats that you're fucking goat fucker. Apologize for my cursing, but hey, this is just the way she girds. So, remember the manger scene, that never happened. That's all Catholicism. That's the birth of Satan, the sun god, in the middle of the winter, the birth of baby Jesus. Christ was almost 3 years old, brothers and sisters, when they came into Bethlehem. They gave 3 gifts. There were not 3 wise men. You've been fooled. You've been told a whole different story. It doesn't even exist in text. This is Catholicism. This is all made up. Your Jesus has mange because he went to an orgy and had sex with beast, man, and woman. So, sodomy, February, Lupercalia, your Jesus is Cupid. Nimrod, the one with the arrow, the mighty hunter. The one with a cock in January, Giannis, the two-faced like a taco god, like a Dorito taco, like a cheese puff. Say one thing, do something else. Peace and safety, sudden destruction will come upon those who call out for welcome to war, the war president. Ran as a peace president, now he's the war president, huh? Like a joker, two jokers in a deck of cards, you got played. Like splitting aces in blackjack, you want to double down, you double demon. I know you gave that kid those fucking gifts and you ate those cookies, you fat fuck. Oh, my bad. You're trying to blame it on the guy coming down the keyhole. I mean, through your keyhole or under the door. You don't even have a chimney. Whoa, Jiminy Christmas. Remember what happened when Santa, he said he came down the chimney, he saw a little boy and girl, and they said, oh, Santa, won't you stay for some cookies and milk? And he said, ho, 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 I gotta go. I gotta deliver toys and presents to the kids, you know. Right? And he pops up, whoop, up out the chimney he goes. He comes down the next chimney. There's a lady sitting there, an older lady. She's, oh, Santa, won't you stay for some milk and cookies? And he's like, ho, 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 I gotta go. I gotta deliver toys and presents to the kids, you know. And then a couple houses goes by, he plops down. There's this lady, he plops down, oh, supermodel, lingerie to the T. She's like, oh, hey, Santa, would you like to stay for a treat? He says, hey, I gotta stay. I can't get up the chimney with my dick this way. Ha ha ha. If you want to know where all the hoes are at, ask Santa. Cuban Jesus. All right, the Santa with the pecker pole Jesus. Can't get up the chimney with my dick that way. So anyways, you don't even have a chimney. Stop it. I don't have many of them, but that's the good old classic. You had to do it. We had to walk into that one, didn't we, Cody? Yeah, the old, hey, what's happening? What's going down? Codename Hard Hat? No, codename Lard Ass. Was that Hard Hat? Lard Ass. All right, I think I'm going to chooch on a bowl, figure this out, and call her good for a little bit. Relax, do some more studying for the ain't going down till the sun comes up. Ain't giving in till we get enough. Go around the world in a pickup to rub. And hang out with the puppies before the sun breaks out here because them chickens are going to be needing out here in about an hour. So, yep, codename Hard Hat. Lard Ass. You know who this is? Know who this is? Bye-bye, Lord Ass. This is Sergeant Stadenko. The request lines are now open. KGO radio, whoa. Man, I gotta sit down and watch that movie. I haven't watched that movie in forever. Just kind of go back in time. I just love that movie. There's so many one-liners on that. You know who this is? No, who is this is? Bye-bye, Lord Ass. No. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Dave's not here, man. Oh, man, it's just a bird, man. That's Up in Smoke. Yeah, Up in Smoke. I like Up in Smoke. I like Nice Dreams, but I think Up in Smoke is definitely their best. Look at that thing on backwards. That's the best movie that they ever did. So I don't really do. Like I said, that's old stuff that I love the one-liners out of there, man. I didn't know your name was Alex. Oh. Start going like a motorboat. Fuck me, Alex. Oh. We got to stay on our shirt. We'll just take it off. Oh. I just love the whole damn movie. So those aren't for real diamonds, man. Oh, man. These uniforms are lame, man. What you talking lame, sucker? Oh, Curtis, mine as bad as this? Look at them rhinestones on them pointed shoes. Oh, I'm about as bad as this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, people like, damn, you do the whole movie, don't you? Yeah, darn it. Watched that too many times. Up in smoke, that's where my money goes. I'll take a toke and all my cares go up in smoke. Yeah. I like to go back in time with movies like that. It just reminds me of a different time, you know. It's like a time machine, like a song, you know, that brings you back. And like I remember when the time was like that, when time was so different, man. Hey man, am I driving okay? I think we're parked, man. Oh man, shit, it's a cost, man. Put it away, man. Get rid of it, man. Oh, not that way, man. Throw it out, man. No. Hey man, remember they go up to the border? How long you been here? He's they're in the wagon, right? He's a week. I mean a day. I mean a weekday. Oh man, that's crazy, man. They're busted a car full of nuns, man. Throw it out, man. No, not that way. Get rid of it, man. Throw it out. So, oh, sometimes I mix up my Cheech and Chong. Oh, good. I know the whole damn movie. That's when they're going through the border. They pull through the border and they light up that big. They throws out that roach out the window and it lands inside the nun's vehicle and they start pulling the nuns out against the wall. That's when he first picks him up. That's at the very beginning of the movie. That's the very beginning, you know, the beginning. He's there with his, you know, Chong is there in his dad's house and he's like, you know, trying to get him out of the house. He says, this Finkelstein lip shit kid. And he goes and he steals the VW, right, with the Rolls Royce front end on it. And then remember, it breaks down and then he picks him up. Oh, hey, Double Bubble, which way you going? I'm going that way, you know, right? And he picks him up. He's like, oh, man. He said, he pulls over. Remember, he goes over and he goes over to those two young females. He goes, hey, girls, which way you going? I'm going that way. And then he sees Chong over there hitchhiking, right? And he's like, oh, hey, Double Bubble, watch out, coming over, Geronimo, right? He goes over and he picks him up. He's like, oh, man, you ain't a chick, man. He says, I know, man. I slept in the ditch last night, man. Almost froze my balls off. He said, I wouldn't have stopped if I knew you had any balls, man. He said, oh, man, I'll get my shit. He goes, oh, man, what you gonna do, move in? Right? So that's when he... Yeah, he's wearing the short shorts. He had his like, hey, Double Bubble, watch out, coming over, Geronimo. And he pulls up. He's got the, he's got the do-rag on or whatever, little short, the Daisy Dukes, yep. And then because he first talks to those two young girls that are sitting on the bench, right? Hey, ladies, which way you going? I'm going that way. And they're like, you need a ride? No, you sure? Okay. And that's when he looks in the mirror. And then he picks them and then he gets in. He brings all his equipment. Like, oh, what are you going to do? Move in? Right? And he comes back. He's like, he gets in. He's like, oh, man, I really like your interior, man. He's like, oh, man, you do? I did it myself, man. You know, he's got all the dingleberries, all the, you know, the whatever. That's old school. But he's in the 64 Impala, right? He's like, all right, well, get in, man. You know, he's like, all right, man, ready? First gear, whoa! First gear, whoa! Whoa! He's like, oh, man. He's like, or which way you go, man? He said, oh, man, you ain't afraid of little speed. He said, where you going, man? He's like, I'll get out right here, man. He said, oh, you ain't afraid of little speed, are you? He's like, you got some speed? He's like, no, man, but you know what I do got, man? I got a joint. Hold on, I missed my pocket. No, that's my dick. Almost be in my other pocket. Here, man, fire this up, man. We'll go to the moon. Remember, he's like, gee, man, I hope your dick's bigger than that, man. He's like, you want to get high, man? I've been saving this for a special occasion, man. Right? Then he brings out the bomb, dude. Then Cheech looks over. He's like, hey, hola chingas, man. Is that a joint, man? Must be about a quarter pounder, man. Right? And he's chooching. Yeah, see, be like, damn. So That's when he's like, what are we smoking, man? He's like, mostly Maui Wowie, man, but it's got some Labrador in it, man. He's like, what's Labrador? He said, it's dog shit. He's like, what do you mean it's dog shit? He's like, well, I set my stash on the table, man. The little motherfucker ate it. Really blew the dog's mind. I told you. Yeah. It really blew the dog's mind. He said, so you mean we're smoking dog shit? He says, yeah, get you high, doesn't it? And then that's when the cop, oh shit, man, it's the cops. They got the plane all chooched out right in there. It looks like it's all, and the cop goes up on the window, knocks up on the window. Hey, how much does the yank away? I don't know. I forgot. You forgot. I saw that in a movie once, remember? Because he starts eating all the weed, man, right? He starts Chong's eating all the stash, right? He's like, and then the cop comes up and knocks on the window. He's like, he said, what's your license? And then he knocks on the window, goes, hey, remember? Because he's like, hey, man, don't take that, man. Oh, shit, man, I already took it, man. Oh, shit, man, because they do their little spit before the cop walks up to the movie, right? He starts eating. He's like, oh, don't take that, man. Oh, shit, man, I already took it, man. What do you mean, man? Like, I already walk around my apartment, my head look like a pumpkin, right? And he's like, mellow out, man. He's like, I can see clearly now the rain. He did the whole, we're doing the Cheech and Chong in here just for fun. So, how much does he ink away? I don't know. I forgot. You forgot. I saw that in a movie once. My license? Oh, man, it's on the back of the bumper, man. Oh, my driver's license? Yeah, I got my driver's license, man. It's right here. Hold on, man. Oh, what's your name, man? My name? My license? Isn't it there on the license? Yeah, that's it. Pedro Lapacas, man. What's your name? I already told you my name. Oh, man, what's your name? The dude wants to know your name. Remember, he's eating all that. He's eating all the weed. He's like, Ralph. He's like, his name is Ralph. Da-da-da-da-da. They put me in the lineup and let the bright lights shine. Da-da-da-da. There were 10 more dudes like me standing in that line. Da-da-da-da. I knew I was a victim of somebody's old plan when the scroungy dude came up and said, yeah, that's him, man. I said, no, wait a minute, man. I've been framed, man. No, really, man. I've been framed. I never do nothing wrong, but every time I get the blame. Remember, he's sitting there, and then he tells Cheech to go up and get the judge's drink off the thing, and he goes over there and gives it to him. He's like, oh, thanks, Chong, man. Thanks, man. And he takes a drink. He's like, oh, it's fucking vodka, man. So, all right, we'll stop right there. So, oh, wow, man, that's a good movie. So, it reminds me of old times. So, and as a matter of fact, we're gonna take a chooch off the stovepipe. Stovepipe. That's what happens when you use organic. You have a brain of a. I love that movie. I have so many one-liners. People don't realize I say one-liners all the time in that movie. Like, look at me like I'm nuts. So. Don't worry, man. The next tune you'll hear will be me and my old lady just be dueling bed springs. Oh. Oh, man. There you go. Good stuff, Cody. Go take your early lady, man. Seriously. Good stuff. Pay them ladies attention, man. A happy wife is a happy life. So you piss off your wife, you're going to be sleeping in the doghouse. So. But appreciate your time. Time is valuable. Make sure you got a good wife. So bring her to the word, man. Chop the word together. Chop up that word together. The title of this stream is so sad. Why is it so sad, Slater? Why are you sad that there's no free will or no luck? Why are you sad? Are you mourning? Slater, check your Slater. Check your Slater. The Predestined is a PDF file, and so is the last one, so was the one before that. But it's so sad of the title that there's no free will or there's no luck. Why are you sad? Why are you mourning, Slater? Is that like Slater off of a, what was that stupid thing with the kids? And they're all adults acting like one of those shows. Bell, Saved by the Bell. It's Slater by Slave by the Bell. Slave by the Bell. By the Bell, Bowl, Buffett. Buffett. There's a ton of free will. You're a fucking idiot. You're a demon. Hi, kitten girl. Hi, sweet pea. There's no free will. Get out of here, Slater. You're a liar. You're a demon. Get out of here. I don't hang out with liars or demons. So you're a Nephilim. You're a bully. Quit pushing your bullshit on everybody else. No, you're not exercising free will. You're a vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. Father made you say all those things. Come here, girl. Come here, GP. Come here, my sweetheart. Did you decide to get out of bed? Okay, I'll let you out. Hold on. I'm exercising. No, you're not. You're jaw jacking is what you do. You ready to go outside? I know. You're ready to go outside. Go see your brother. All right. Okay, I'm gonna bounce out of here, guys. We got what is today? Thursday, I think it is, something like that. I don't do days. I don't do none of that stuff. I'm a farmer, so I don't worry about what day it is. It's an eternal time, repeating nothing new under the sun. So I'm not worried about anything free will of sort, because there's no chance, no luck, no such thing as being saved, no such thing as planet, devil, Lucifer. I know you're happy with your free will. You're an idiot, Slater. You're a stupid, fucking dumb idiot. Define the word idiot. Since you're so happy, go lucky, you're feeling froggy, you can jump. See? I love being happy and having free will. I know what you don't know what you're talking about. So, no, I'm not nice. That's the word stupid. So you're a stupid motherfucker. You know that? That's the word nice. So go fuck yourself. That's not nice, remember? What nice means to be stupid. You're a stupid motherfucker. Stop trying to be nice to me. You seem nice. Nice means to be stupid. You don't even know what's coming out of your face. You're making an ass of yourself. Define what an ass is. Father creates all things, everything not written, everything that ever will be. No free will, no luck, no such thing being saved, no such thing as Jesus, no such thing as God, no such thing as Lord. Nope, no such thing as Lucifer, no such thing as planet. Hell's not below your feet. You don't live below on no planet. Earth's not below your feet. Heaven's not above your head. You're just an idiot, Slater. You are a stupid fucking idiot. Has no definition in you. You are a translator. You probably are trans. I don't doubt it. I rebuke religions. They're all vain. Every one of them. Don't want anyone everywhere around me. No government. Especially people like you that are a Nephilim. Nephilim is the word bully. You're a bully. That's the word. Nephilim is a bully. Not a demon, but they're very similar. Because you're trying to bully your lies. So Slater is a demon, a liar, a Nephilim, a Satanist, an antichrist by definition. He has no transliteration in his face. He only can speak definition, no translation. He cannot transliterate anything that's coming out of his or hers. Probably one of these he, she, Slaters, Jesus, other transgender Jesus. So stop being so stupid, because that's the word nice, Slater, and you might stop stecking on your dick by saying things that you don't know what you're talking about in here. I'm not going to let you say anything here that I have not already defined and let you turn them into your own translation. That's called pornea. Idolatria. You're an idolater. See, you're a demon because you're pushing your bullshit and lies on other people. That's where Nephilim or devil, the adversary is Satan. So you're a Satanist and you're Antichrist because you're adding. There's no free will. It doesn't say free will anywhere in Scripture. The word pornea is idolatry. That's how you define the word idolatry. Self-will. But you're not doing Father's will. You're doing your own self, which he made you do and knows which option you're going to take. Because you're not taking the agape, you are taking the idolatry. Because you are a free will, and you base all of your ideology on free will. Look at this idiot, brothers and sisters, doesn't know what idolatry, ideology. I just explained pornea, called self-will. Are you that fucking stupid? No, you're an ass. You cannot learn. When you speak of freaking idiot, does anybody want to put in here and correct Slater how stupid some fucking people are? They can't learn. He's using words that he does not even know what the fuck he's talking about. No, there's no philosophy and there's no pseudo. It's fucking definition, you dumb fuck. See, once again, listen to this person. You think you have some kind of intelligence. You have no definition, is what you lack, Slater. You lack definition. That's why you were a vessel of wrath fitted for destruction from the foundation of the world. A goat. Goat. No free will. Abyss. No knowledge. Abyss. No knowledge. Abyss is the word hell. You are in your own hell already, in your own place and space. You have no fucking definition in you. You're a translator. I'm giving you the transliteration. You are speaking in translation. Completely opposite sides of the spectrum. One is like a transgender Jesus, and one is the Most High without breast. Or one, remember, Father doesn't have flesh. Your fleshy face is spitting lies, which makes you a Nephilim bully and a demon and an antichrist and a Satanist. And now you're talking about idols. That is the word pornea. I'm going to say it to you one more time because you're a fucking idiot, which means you don't know, apparently, or you're an ass, which means you can't learn. And I think you're more of the asinine type. You're an ignoramus by definition. So see the sound like the raving. Okay, but still you say raving man mad, but now you're pissed off at me like I'm upset or something at you. There's no any kind of ill intentions or kind of at all. You just have no definition. Idols and ideologies are two different things, right? Your ideology is your fucking theory, which is called pornea. Translation, you dumb fucking idiot. You don't even know what you're talking. You keep stepping on your own dick every time. An idol is the word idolatry. Ideology is your theory of your own translation, which is still the same fucking word, you idiot. Is the same word as ignoramus. See, you could play wordplay with me, but you don't have any definition. That's where you keep running into your problem. You keep stepping on your same dick. You can chop up words and make up your translation, but you still are denying that there is no free will. It is called self-will, and the word is called idolatry. Idolism, idolatry, imagery, things you see, things you don't see. There's a nothing burger, not wordplay. Okay, no definition. Once again, no definition. That's a nothing burger. I have no definition in me. I will not admit that I'm an ass, an ignoramus, brutish in nature, a Nephilim, a bully, and an idolater, a Satanist and an antichrist. You're all of the above. You know that by definition, Slater? You're all of the above because you keep pushing your own bullshit on me. And I keep giving you the definition back every time. You give me translation, I keep going with the literal definition. So you keep word chopping things up, thinking that I'm trying to nothing burger, but you have nothing, which means abyss. No knowledge. Hell, I already told you you're in your empty space in your own head of the definition. You have your own translation, which says worth nothing. Christ says it's vain in Jeremiah. You're vain. You're vain. Your translation is vain. To Father, it says it's vain. It's worthless. Literal definition, not changed a jot or a yod, was the last thing he said. So just saying no definition as a deflection, you are spreading pseudo philosophy is interesting. And once again, Slater has no definition. So thanks for proving to be an ass. You just don't have any definition. No free will, no luck, nobody's being saved, no such thing as aliens, no such thing as free will. Once again, no such thing as planet. God's not in the sky. Heaven's not above your head. Earth's not below your feet. It's not 2025. Hell's not below your feet. You take an awful long time to realize, well, because I got hit in the face with a grenade, so I have to read what I'm making sure because my right eye's fucked up. You stupid fucking idiot. So now you're going to say my reading is fucking inept, but you can't fucking define any words that come out of your face. Are you enjoying yourself? Because you are making yourself out to be a complete ass. And Father has you doing this, not me, because there's no free will. Father creates all things. No free will, no luck, everything not written, everything that ever will be. So everything that's not even written, he creates. So there's a creator. That means there's no free will. He's going to make you do what you're going to do. You may have options, pornea, idolatria, service of your eyes, but not service of Father, the Agape. I can define every word I say. Give me the word definition for idolatry. Idolatry. Give me the definition of idolatry. I just already said it. So let's see there, dumbass. See if you can even fucking remember anything that you just fucking heard in your, if you just are retarded like every woman I've ever got on her back, fucking screwed. Well, throttle down like a retard, like a carburetor. You can't, well, only learn so much like a carburetor. Screw, throttle down. It has a screw on it. You dumb motherfucker. I just asked you to define a word and now you're not going to define. Somebody make a comment about this stupid motherfucker. I'm enjoying dangling this golden carrot on the string and this fucking idiot rabbit keeps trying to take it and he's not getting it. I told you to define a word and now you're telling me I said define the word. I'm going to fucking moderate you, Art, because you are showing that you're not only be a dumbass, but you have a deaf fucking ear. I said define the word idolatry. I didn't ask you to fucking tell me what I said, dumb fuck. Now you can't even hear. So why don't you write it down? You're going to get one more comment out of me, and then I've just enjoyed showing this whole chat how much of an ass you are and how much a Nephilim and an idolater. So don't say anything else. Define the word that I ask. If you off subject, you're out of here. See ya, Maria. Adios, muchacho. Suck a fucking, you know what? Fall off on a cliff and fall into a pile of dicks, okay? If you can't define what I'm saying. Definition is what I asked. Oh, I can define anything. I said define, dumbass. Here you are speaking out of line again. Concentrate, motherfucker, like orange juice. Concentrate like OJ, the guy who went to get his shit back, killed his wife, or fucking, come on, drove down the street at like fucking, breakneck, whatever. You can't keep up, man. Define the word. I can define everything you say, and then I tell you to define, and then you said, I never said. Hello, Slater. You have no fucking definition in you. See, you can go, oh, you type slow as fuck. You read slow as fuck. You're slow as fuck, you dumb fuck. Get out of here. Your words ain't even say shit anymore. You sit there and say that I read slow. You type slow. What's your words per minute, dumbass? None. Like priest eat meat on Sunday. Fucking fish lips there. None. Get it? Priest eat meat on Sunday. None. That's what you have to say. Not a damn thing. Zero fucks given, okay? Mind over matter. I don't mind and you don't matter. So see how much of an ass you are? So anything you put, I'm just going to moderate you now as soon as you put it. You stupid motherfuckers sit there and try to come in here and try to think that there's free will and try to chop words with me, but you couldn't define a fucking one time. I even gave you the word of idolatry definition how many times? And you still to this moment are so slow to fucking type. You're going to say I'm slow to read, but look at you. How much time has it taken you to put one fucking answer? What am I hearing out of you? Not a damn thing. Did you use your mic to remain silent? Is that what happened to you? Did you decide to just shut the fuck up, assert your Fifth Amendment right, and just be quiet? Because that's probably better. That way you won't be making an ass of yourself anymore there. Check you later. All right, you guys enjoy that? I like that little tirade toying with that guy. Put a golden carrot in front of him. He kept chasing it like a fucking rabbit, but he won't get it. Remember Tammuz? That was a son of Satan, had sex with his mom because he loved rabbits. That's probably what's going on with Slater. So... fuck you, Slater, you piece of shit. Fucking couldn't even define any word. Go fuck yourself. Goodbye, asshole. Seriously, one word I asked him to define. I can define anything. You read slow. Sitting there stumbling and on his own thing. Didn't know what the fuck to say. See that? Da-da-dum-dum-dum. No. That dude's a jack off. Probably got a bunch of kitty files. Kind of like Trumpstein files. So, fucking idiot, Slater. Remember? That was off of Saved by the Bell. I don't even watch that shit, but I know that. So, you guys are quiet as shit. You better be quiet. I'll say something to you, huh? Did you learn anything there? Don't speak up unless you know the words or the definitions that are coming out of your face, your pie hole, your lips. Remember? Priest eat meat on Sunday? None. Get it? None. What kind of meat do priests eat on Sunday? Get it? The penguin? Black and white? Nuns? None? Never mind. So we'll take some more buckets, and then we're going to get out of here. Bye-bye, Slater. Check you, Slater. I got to go. I got chickens getting up. I'm on a farm, so I got to do my duties here in a minute. So Just thought we'd come in here and spend a little time here on the worldwide net, on the interweb, and see what we get caught up in. You know, maybe the cloud. You got your head in the clouds or something. In the sky, huh? God's in the sky. Your sky daddy Jesus. Your sky daddy. He said to meet him in the sky. You're going to go up. Up in the sky. You're going to get raptured. Like Rapture, Indiana. Stand on the X, get raptured. 923, get raptured. You're going to get put in a work camp, or you're going to get chewed up by robots. If you're a Christian, they're coming for you. If you're a believer in Jesus, they're coming for you. They're going to behead all the fake Christians. I'll put you in some kind of slave camp by the end of 2025. So hopefully not. Hopefully it doesn't come to pass. But I didn't write this. They did on their Deagle map. So forecast. So are you in one of those nations that's predominantly Anglo-Saxon, Christian-based, Catholicism, whitey, whatever you want to call it? Because there's the ones who take all the hits. No Muslim nations. No Buddhists. No Arab, no, they don't take hits. Only the European, if you will, nations. So, will you be one of the people in America? 216 million Americans will be unalive before the end of this year. No birthday next year for you. You pagan. Oh. All right, you guys, they ban my chat. They do it this sometimes, so. Or you guys are just being quiet. No worries. I know. Just a little overbearing for most people, can only take small doses of me. But that's all right. That's the way it's supposed to be. All things in moderation. We dumped the whole last live stream. The whole thing. We had a pretty good group of people in here too. So I think we got the shadow banning going again on the chat. So I don't mind talking into space at all. Time, place, and space. So get out of my space. Time to get out of my space. Time to get out of your space. Thank you for your time and place and space, because you can't print time, or hard to make it up, isn't it? It's kind of an illusion. If you never end, then it's eternal, and then you never really die, do you? Well, the flesh, not the Hokadesh spirit or ghost, but I ain't afraid of no ghost. I only fear the Lord. So, no, the word is powerful. So thank you, Father, for Hokadesh spirit, ghost, the word. Christ is the word in flesh. So thank you for the Hokadesh, and thank you for the Hados, the Aletheia, and the Harizo. He's the one who separates. So don't be a Scorpizzo. That's this false teacher, a false prophet. So thank you for your time. I'll see you guys on the next broadcast. We'll sow some more seeds. Light should be coming up here soon at the farm out here at Silver Rock Ranch. So got to go do the first part of the day duties. Top of the day. See you guys on the next one. Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.